Hello and welcome to Excellence Noir. Today we are talking about Joshua Johnson. He was a groundbreaking American portrait painter and widely recognized as the first known professional Black visual artist. Joshua Johnson was born in Baltimore, Maryland in 1763. Documents dated July 25th of 1782 state that Joshua Johnson was the son of a white man and an enslaved Black woman, owned by William Willer Sr., a small Baltimore-based farmer. His father, George Johnson, also spelled Johnston in some documents, purchased Joshua at age 19 from William Willer Sr., confirmed by a bill of sale dating from October 6 of 1764. He purchased Joshua under the conditions that he complete an apprenticeship with local blacksmith William Forepaugh by age 21. He was a pioneering American portrait painter and the first known professional Black American visual artist. Joshua Johnson acknowledged Joshua as his son, stating that he would agree to give him his freedom. It was documented in Baltimore records where he was described as a free Negro and a painter, a rare designation for a Black man at the time. Largely self-taught or informally trained, Joshua built a successful career as an artist in Baltimore during the early years of the U.S. Despite limited access to academies or apprenticeships, Joshua developed a distinctive style that blended folk art and academic portraits. He painted merchants, sea captains, politicians, and families from the white middle and upper classes, advertising his services in local newspapers and sustaining himself through his art at a time when few Black Americans could do so professionally. Joshua developed a distinctive style characterized by flat compositions, strong outlines, symmetrical arrangements, and vivid colors. Though often labeled folk or naive, his work reflects intentional design and a sophisticated understanding of portrait conventions and social symbolism. His careful rendering of clothing and posture conveyed status, discipline, and respectability, key values in early American society. In 1785, records show that he married his first wife, Sarah, with whom he had 4 children, 2 sons and 2 daughters, the latter of whom both died young. By 1803, he was married to a woman named Clara. Some of his most recognized paintings include Portrait of the Westwood Children, painted in 1807, as well as Portrait of a Sea Captain and Portrait of an Unknown Lady. Joshua also received commissions from Black patrons who were part of Baltimore's free Black population, one of the nation's largest during the Federal period. A man whose name was Abner Coker was painted in 1805 and is one of 2 portraits by Joshua that depicts a Black American. This work is generally believed to represent Abner Coker, who died in 1833, a free Black minister of Baltimore's African Methodist Episcopal AME Church. other related portrait is thought to represent Daniel Coker, a prominent minister, abolitionist, and outspoken critic of slavery. Joshua was likely well acquainted with his subjects and closely connected to the Black American community in Baltimore, as well as his churches and emergent cultural institutions. Many of his works are now housed in major institutions such as the National Gallery of Art, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and the Maryland Historical Society. It was not until 1939 that the identity of the painter of elite 19th century Baltimoreans was discovered by art historian and genealogist J. Hall Pleasants, who believed that Joshua Johnson painted 13 portraits. J. Hall Pleasants attempted to put the puzzle of Joshua's life together. However, questions on Johnson's race, life dates, and even his last name, Johnson or Johnston, remained up until the mid-1990s when the Maryland Historical Society released newly found manuscripts regarding Joshua Johnson's life. Joshua is believed to have died around 1824 at the age of 61 in Baltimore, Maryland, but details of his latter life remain unclear. Like many Black historical figures, much of his story was lost due to inadequate record keeping and systemic erasure. Stories like Joshua Johnson's is why I created this channel. I wanted to highlight Black people who have made extraordinary contributions to American history, and their stories are hidden or untold. And that is the purpose of this channel, to tell those untold and hidden stories. Today, Joshua Johnson is recognized as a foundational figure who challenged racial barriers and helped shape early American visual culture, asserting Black presence and professional artistry. Today, Joshua Johnson is recognized as a foundational figure who challenged racial barriers and helped shape early American visual culture, asserting Black presence and professional artistry during an era defined by slavery and inequality.